Can you outgrow the game? Is there ever a point where you voluntarily turn your player card in? My answer to those questions is no. Remember, the game is in you, not on you. You can never truly change what's inside of you, man. If you align, you align. It's in your nature. Now, if a player decides to settle down with a woman and put a ring on her finger, that's different. Of course, I don't condone still running around and cheating on your wife with other women. You've made a commitment, and you should honor that commitment. And there's no place for dirty macking in this game. You feel me? It's like I always say, the game is hard, but it's fair. But just because you have settled down doesn't mean that you should retire your player instincts and learn skills. Being a player isn't just about having sex with a lot of beautiful women. It's also about how you carry yourself and interact with different people. The game is made up of different parts: business, romance, religion. I have an audiobook called Worship in the Game that I'll put out, soon, and we'll get deeper into that. But for now, let's discuss settling down and getting married and leaving the game. Most pimps, when they retire, end up marrying their bottom bitch. She is the one who made him the most money and took directions the best. It's the same for a player. When you decide to settle down, it should be with the one female out of your stable who was the finest, sharpest, and most loyal to you. But in order to keep her in line, you will have to still use game tactics from time to time. You see, once a female gets a ring on her finger, in her mind, the dynamics of the relationship has changed. She feels like she has accomplished what no other woman could do, which is settle you down. What you have to do is let her know you may have settled down, but you haven't slowed down. Your options are always open, and she should always keep that in the back of her mind. So even though you may not move like a player anymore, you still think like one. And if you marry her, treat her good, but don't become that lame you and I used to point and laugh at all the time. Now, what about age? Can you be too old to be in the game? I don't know. Hugh Hefner died a happy old man, banging chicks young enough to be his granddaughter, so you tell me. Now, I'm not saying if you're 70, you should be giving yourself a heart attack, chasing after co-eds and popping Viagra pills just to get it up. What I am saying is, if you're older and not married, you should still have a tight little stable. At least 2 or 3 women who you've been with for a while. A few lady friends that you spend time with for different reasons, on different occasions for different pleasures. One could be for sex. One could like to cook and wash for you. The third, you might like watching movies with her. Whatever, that's up to you. Now, the most asked question that I get on this subject is, what if I'm not married, not older, but I'm just tired and want out the game? I think I've outgrown it. My reply to you is to get a boyfriend, because my mind cannot compute why a healthy player in his prime would ever want to quit this game for any reason other than the 2 I just talked about. Now, if you need a break and need to reset, that's different. I remember about a year or so ago, I took a trip to the Bahamas just to get my head straight. No women, no business, just me on the beach clearing the cobwebs out of my head. After a week or so of peace, I came back bigger, stronger, and better than ever. I went in straight beast mode and started macking these females even harder. But other than that, no, I can never see outgrowing the game or leaving it. Like I've said before, and I will keep saying, the game must be respected and worshipped. Real talk, man, because what you put into the game is what you get out of it. And if you really don't understand the game and what it is, I really do suggest you keep checking these videos out and download my free ebook below. It's free, no strings attached. Just hit the link and it'll take you straight to it. Play on, players.